Okay, I've been asked to do a tutorial on how I sharpen eyes. Um, I, it's quite simple. First of all, open up a model I'm working on, or anybody I'm working on, and duplicate the layer. So duplication there, and then I'm going to. I should sharpen it. Well, yeah, I'll do that now. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a high pass. So I come into my tools, filter. I don't have a filter selected. There we go. Go to filter, high pass. Go to other, and then high pass. And I hit high pass, and I'm set at 10. I just leave mine at 10, and then I adjust. Um, I adjust my opacity when I'm doing this. So we're gonna say okay. Then we're gonna change this to soft light. With the soft light, I'm gonna do on this this layer here. I'm gonna add a mask. I'm gonna hold my Alt key down and then click the mask. That way I get a black mask. So now I'm back to the original. This is the original photograph without any touch-ups. I'm on a black mask, so I'm gonna take a white brush. So I'm gonna go into my white brush, and then I'm just gonna paint in here. You can paint the pupil too. And just paint around there like that. There you have. That's pretty simple how to do it. I don't think you can get much sharper now, but I'll turn this eye off, on, on. So it's sharpened up quite a bit. So you could go probably higher than 10 if you want, but I don't think I would. I think 10 is enough. I could have done a smart filter on that. I think that's a good idea. I think I'll do a smart filter on this. So I'm going to dump this away. I'm going to do Command J, and then I'm going to do filter, convert for smart filter. Okay, so now she's going to be a smart filter. Well, this is taking a bit. Must be low on memory. Okay, so there's my smart filter. It's in there. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to filter. I'm going to go to other, high pass. So now we can take this up. Let's take up to 28. Okay, and we'll say okay. And then we're gonna do the mask in here. Oh, we know we can do it here. So you're gonna do a mask, hold my Alt button, and then press this. I forgot to change my blend mode to soft light. Okay, so we're in the same position as we were last time. We're gonna take a white brush, and we're going to paint in here. So that was at 20. That's pretty high, 28%. But I thought they needed a little bit more sharpening, and that's it. And that's how I sharpen the eyes. Now I could do a couple other things here. I probably will. I'm gonna open this, and I'm going to go to a brush. I'm going to layer there. So now I'm going to go to a brush, and you won't have these brushes, but I'll send them to you if you request them. DC's live action brushes. These got your highlights for all your eyes if you want to put a different light in there. These are eye rings. And what I'll do with this is I'll increase my brush size. This goes around the edge of the eye. So on that layer I've got a black layer, and I paint this in here, and I'll come over and I'll do the same to this side. I just want to get that edge. Well, let's $217. Let's go $220. That looks pretty close. No, it wasn't. So I'm gonna undo that. Command Z. I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm gonna just punch this in. Then I can do a Command T. I can bring that up to where I want it. And then I can say OK. And then I'm going to go to my regular brush. And I'm gonna put a mask on these. There's a mask. And there's a mask. We'll start on this first one first with a black brush. And just paint that ring off there where you don't need it. Oops. Try this other one here. Then I'll just come over and do the same thing on this side. Just tone that down a hair. Now we can combine these two now. Layers, merge layers. So just merging those two layers, the two eye layers. Now the dark ring is a bit dark, so we're going to just drop the opacity on this to about 70%. Now to take that off, that's what our eyes look like. I can take that off a little bit more. So here's 60%. So take that off, put it back on. I missed here in the corner of my eye. So I just put my brush at, I'm going to just fix this up. My brush at 59%. Close enough. I'm just going to paint that. So anyway, that's what you can do. And there's the sharp eyes. And there's the eye rings. So you could go down and say, hold your alt button. Hold your alt button and press this eye here. And that shows everything I did before before I did the work. And then I sharpen the eyes. Well, that worked real good, didn't it? I'm gonna take this on. Okay, that's what I started with. And I sharpen the eyes, turn this eye on. They're sharp, and then I went to put that ring around them. Now what I always do too, and if you really look at close at a photograph, I'm gonna load my dodge and burn. I'm not gonna burn it. Well, I'm not gonna burn anything. They ran down the bottom.
These two are mistook. I just dumped those out. So I'm just going to use my dodge tool, and this is what I do usually with all of my eyes. I'm using just a regular brush, and I'll go at 100%, and I'm just going to paint down here. I'm going to paint on the dodge with a white brush. And same with this side. Now I can back off a bit. If it looks too bright, I can just take that down. Let's just take it down to 74%. And that's it. I mean, you can soften off on the, if you come into the eye tool here too, you can soften off on the sharpening if you think it's too sharp. Just bring that down to 50% if you want, or just leave it. It's up to you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you very much, and see you on the next one.